Can you still see me nice and big on the screen, guys? Happy days, lucky you.
Yeah. I got puppy Lola, no, she's good. But Rosie, the puppy behaves better than me. Yeah, she behaved better, she's fine. And it was fine, but she had a bad dream, and then we just all chatting about it, and I was like, oh, and we stopped talking about it. Anyway. Got enough water there, though. So glad.
All right then, my love, let's get cracking. I need a bell in here, don't I? Okay, cool. Right, we're going to start, guys. Right, simmer down. Right then, guys, we're going to get going. Myself raging. Yeah. Oh, I can't. No, what? When my training, my teacher, when we were like that, because we were a noisy bunch, used to just get a gong and just whack it, and we'd be like, oh. And that's what I mean.
You want your singing bowl?
I've got those times.
Yeah, I don't think that would cut it.
If you get a singing bowl and just roll around the outside of your singing bowl, it'll bring the whole class.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea, isn't it? Do
I
that.
don't want to introduce tonight.
Oh yeah, do it. Yeah, I've got one, but I'd rather have your one, to be honest. Right then, everyone just copy Nikki Perry. That's the cue for the whole hour. No, I'm joking. So actually, look, so everyone on Zoom, I just want you to come to your back, soles of the feet together, knees out wide. One hand to the heart space, one hand to the lower belly, or just place the palms alongside the body and just drop in. So just notice the breath. Notice where you're holding on to energy this morning. It's the beginning of a new week, quite a festive week. That can bring up a lot of emotions to people for good reasons, bad reasons, whatever reason that might be. Just notice that emotion. Physically, emotionally, mentally, you'll feel it in the body. It all resonates somewhere. So where can you feel that you're holding on? Where could you let go a little bit? Where are you maybe gripping physically? Can you soften through the forehead, the inner and outer quarters of the eyes, even the little space between the ears, unhinge the jaw? And notice where the breath is moving. So you feel that rise and fall of the breath. And as you find the stillness, the breath will start to move a little bit deeper on its own. That's what's amazing about the human body. You just have to think up something, and the body will follow. That's how things come into fruition. And the yoking, that marrying of mind-body connection comes from just using the mind to guide the body, guide the breath where we want it to be. It all starts with a thought. So notice where the breath is resonating with you, where it's moving through the body. Notice where there's an accumulation of energy. And just breathe to that place. Any tightness, any tension, just soften it with the breath. And it will be different for everybody. There's no universal way of doing any of this practice because there's no universal body. It's just about how it feels for you. So just drop into what feels good today. So we want to come out of the thinking mind and into the feeling body. That's our intention for today. And then start to draw the breath now, maybe a little bit deeper. Start to become aware of the exchange of the inhale and the exhale. So the little pause where the breath changes from an inhale to an exhale. And from an inhale to an exhale, exhale to an inhale. Maybe linger in that pause. And now we're going to start to stretch the breath a little bit. Inhaling now for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch the breath. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulling the breath in, inhaling. Now really hugging the lower belly in and feeling that expansion. And then exhaling, letting go. Just return to the natural rhythm of your breath now. Notice any shifts, any subtle shifts and changes in the physical body. And just notice how you feel this morning. Lovely. And then slowly crack open into the eyes and just start to hug the knees in towards the chest. Just place one palm on each knee and just circle the knees outwards and inwards, just waking up the hips this morning. And just oiling up those joints. So notice how that resonates with you this morning. Keep breathing. Lovely. Notice how you're showing up for yourself. Now plant the soles of the feet to the floor for me and extend the right leg up towards the sky. Interlace the hand behind that right shin, thigh, whatever feels good for you. Now drive the ball of that foot towards the sky. Spread through the toes, a bit like you're wearing a high heel. Really nice. And every inhale, maybe draw that leg a little bit closer. And every exhale, just soften a little bit with the breath. Inhale, maybe draw the leg a little bit closer towards you. Every exhale, maybe soften a little bit. Again, it's not about how it looks, it's about how it feels. So we've all got different histories when it comes to our legs and our hamstrings. So go nice and easy with yourself. Melt the shoulders down the back. And you might find that you're gripping there a little bit. Really nice. Stay with the breath. Make each breath count. And then slowly release the palms alongside the hips. Now drive that leg up vertically now. So you want it in line with the hip. The ball of the foot wants to be in line with that hip. Really nice. Now slowly root down through that left foot and just really lightly start to pick up the hips. So it's like you're in a little bridge with the right leg lifted. Nice and easy. Really nice, guys. Now slowly take the right ankle, place it on top of the left thigh, and like a string of pearls, just start to lower the back all the way back down. So you're lowering the spine all the way back down, and then start to hug the left knee in towards you. Interlace the hands around the left shin. Drive the right knee away from you. Flex through that right foot. Just rocking from side to side, massaging that lumbar spine. Again, just getting into that right hip. Lovely, guys. And then slowly plant the left foot down. Cross the right foot over the left like you're sitting in a chair. Scooch the pelvis over to the right. Drop the knees over to the left. Little cheeky supine twist. Breathing here. So you're breathing into that right rib cage now. Breathe to the space in between the ribs as well as the ribs themselves. Again, notice the way that you're breathing. And I want you to imagine that the lungs expand through the whole body. So they're not just encased in that little space underneath the ribs. They expand everywhere. So you're oxidizing every cell, every body part, every part of your physical shape. Really lovely, guys. Make each breath count. And then slowly start to unravel. And then again, hug the knees towards you. Place one hand on top of each kneecap and just circle the knees outwards and inwards, just oiling up the hips, just getting a little bit more fluid into the hip joint. Nice and easy. Really nice, guys. And then slowly plant the soles of the feet towards the floor again. And then just drive that left leg up towards the sky. Melt shoulders down the back. And just interlace the hands behind the left thigh and just spread through the toes, drive the ball of the foot up towards the sky. So feel that length through the back of that leg. And then maybe on the inhale, draw that leg a little bit closer towards the midline. Again, check in with how you feel. One side of us carries us a little bit more than the other. So you'll feel that straight away in the legs. Yoga, we find out straight away which side of us that is. So just make sure you can find a place that's comfortable for you. Breathe. Stay with the breath, wherever you are, make each breath count. Remember, traditionally in yoga, we breathe through the nose, but if that feels a little bit uncomfortable this morning, then use the mouth. Just go to where feels good for you. And remember, yoga without the breath is just random funky shapes. So we wanna make sure that we're breathing to create space in the body. That's your favourite line, isn't it, Tim? Threw that one in there for you. Really lovely, guys. Now slowly start to drive the ball of the foot towards the ceiling. So the ball of the foot's in line with that left hip. Plant the palms alongside the hips and just pick up the hips for me here. So you're lifting the hips up. Now slowly take that left ankle, place it on top of the right shin, and then vertebrae by vertebrae lower the spine all the way back towards the earth. Nice and easy. A little, very gentle back bend. And then slowly interlace the hands on top of that right shin or underneath the knee. See what feels good for you. Spread through the toes, flex through the feet. So you're driving the feet up towards that knee of that left foot. And you can use your left elbow to encourage the left knee away from you to get into that left hip a little bit more. Now just rocking from side to side, just cradling yourself with the body, with the breath. Just creating a little bit more space where space is needed. We carry a lot of emotion in the hips. So just notice how that feels. Sophie, you can be a yogi as well. Lovely. And then slowly plant that left foot down and then just cross that left leg over the right, like we're sitting in a chair. Scooch the pelvis over to the left, dropping knees over to the right, gazing over to the left. Now let the twist find you instead of you forcing a twist. Just let it find you. Melt the shoulders into the floor and just breathe. Notice where the breath's at. When you twist the body, the breath moves in a different way. So just notice that. It's kind of going to different body parts. So just let that be. And then when we release twist, we release fresh oxygen into the blood. So should feel nice and energized. Very good for you. Very detoxing. Lovely. And then when you're ready, slowly release, unravel the legs, hug knees into the chest, give yourself a squeeze, give yourself a little bit of love. You totally deserve it. So give yourself a squeeze. Any opportunity to give yourself a hug, always take it, especially in these times. Now start to rock from the base of the spine all the way to the space between the shoulders. Build a little bit of momentum. Now cross the ankles slightly and then maybe come all the way up to sit, plant through the palms. Oh, come all the way up if you want, look at that. And then come into a tabletop position. We're going there later, Tim. You're predicting the class now. Really nice. Now spread through the fingers, knees in line with the hips, wrists in line with the shoulders. Come to that tabletop position, micro bend the elbows, and then slowly dip the belly down, the shoulders down, the back on the inhale. Exhaling, pushing earth away, rounding chin to chest, nice and easy. Inhaling, lifting. Lovely. Exhale, rounding, hug it in with the breath. Inhaling. And then exhale. Now pause in a neutral spine. Inhale the right leg back behind you. Flex through that foot, grow through the crown of the head, and then scoot the tummy muscles in and up. So you're supporting the lower back. The lower back doesn't want to compensate. Don't let it. Hug the tummy in. And then come to the fingertips of the left hand. Reach it forward. Reach, reach, reach. Drive through the fingertips. Imagine we've got laser beams coming out of them. And then start to bend through that left elbow and then bend through the right leg. On the inhale, lifting up. Exhale, hug elbow to knee. Use the core. Lovely, guys. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, hug it in. Beautiful. With the breath, inhale. Exhale. Lovely, guys. Inhale, lifting up. Exhaling. One more big breath in. Lift, lift, lift. Now, option here, maybe reach behind you, see if you can take hold of that foot. If that's too much for you, it's super early in our practice. Just either don't grab it or just make it a little quad stretch. So you keep the foot towards the sit bone or you can pick it up. See what feels good for you. Lovely. It's super early in our practice, so go easy. Remember, your ego don't care if you get injured. I've learned that the hard way a few times. Lovely. And then super slowly, let's release the left hand down and just extend the right leg back behind you and plant it to the floor. You're on the ball of that foot. Grow through the crown of the head, hug tummy in and up, and then send the left foot back to meet the right. Lovely, guys. You're in your plank now. Shift the weight forward and send it back. Lovely. Shift it forward. Send it back. Shifting forward. Lovely. Send it back. Now pause here. Hug the right knee towards the right elbow and send it back. Left knee, left elbow. Send it back. Right. And then left. Lovely. Right. And left. You got it. Right. And then left, and then send the sit bones high, Come into your first downward facing dog. Now bend through the knees if you need to. Create that nice length through the spine. We don't want to be doming through the upper back. So bend the knees as much as you need. It's a myth that you have to have straight legs in this pose. Total made up myth. Blaming Instagram. I blame Instagram for everything, don't I? Really nice. Feet are at hip width distance. Making sure you're wrapping the armpits towards each other like you're trying to squeeze books underneath them. Let the head be heavy, and you want a little bit more weight in the legs. So it's a little bit more of your weight is coming into the legs as opposed to the palms. Now I want you to imagine that you're squeezing little stress balls underneath your palms. That will take you out of the wrist a little bit. If anyone's got any wrist issues. Really nice. Now start to make your movements smaller and smaller, coming into some stillness. Now settling in. It is a bit of an inversion. Some yoga teachers call this your resting pose. I'm not one of those teachers. I find this quite juicy sometimes. So really see where you're at. Notice how you feel energized when your head is lower than your heart. It's an inversion. Lovely. Not to be underestimated, this pose. Come to the balls of the feet. Tuck the tailbone round and roll. Wave it the whole way forward. No chaturanga, dipping pelvis down. Shoulder blades melt down the back. Beautiful. Chin comes to the chest. Scooping tummy in and up, waving it back, downward facing dog. Lovely, guys, like human waves. Let's take 2 more of those. Balls of the feet, tuck the tailbone round and roll, waving it the whole way forward, shoulders down the back. Lovely, guys, chin to chest, navel to spine, downward facing dog. Really nice. Coming up, hugging it in, just flushing out the joints. Lovely, nice and easy. Beautiful, chin to chest, navel to spine, downward facing dog. Nice steady breath in and a steady breath out. Let's drop the knees back towards the floor. Let's find that foundation again. Wrists in line with shoulders, knees in line with hips. Dipping belly down, gazing up, look forward. Lovely. Exhaling, pushing the earth away, rounding chin to chest. Really nice. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, rounding. Let's pause at a neutral spine. Let's inhale the left leg back behind you. Spread through the toes, hug the tummy in and up. Scoop it up. Now come to the fingertips of the right hand, drive it forward. Grow through the crown of the head. So really feel that length through the crown of the head. That's what's leading. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Now bend through that right elbow, maybe bend through the left. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, hug the right knee to the elbow. Sorry, that's it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lifting up. It's like you're rejoicing. It's Christmas. We've got a lot to celebrate. Really nice. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, hug it in. Lovely, guys, with the breath. Inhale, rising up. Exhaling. One more big breath in. And then pause here. Pause, pause, pause. Now, gaze behind you. Either energetically reach for that foot or physically grab it. Now, you can just make it a little quad stretch by hugging that heel towards the left sit bone, or kick the foot into the hand and expand. You're broadening through the collarbone. Micro bend through that left elbow just to support the joint. Really nice. And you're really finding that broadening through that right collarbone. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Remember, it's early in our practice, so just go to a place that feels good for you. It's not about how it looks. Really lovely, guys. One more cycle of breath. And then slowly release that right hand down, and then send that left leg back. So just feel it in the hamstring. So maybe shift your weight into the ball of the foot a little bit more, and then shoot the right leg back, coming into your plank position. Pausing in your plank, steady breath in, steady breath out, steady breath in, and then send the sit bones high, coming all the way back, downward facing dog. Let's inhale the right leg up and back behind you. Inhaling, inhaling. Hug that left thigh back. Drive the heels of the hands forward. Now shift the weight forward slightly and bend the leg off center. So you're coming into this little bend with that knee. It's just nothing complicated. Don't overthink it. Just circle out that right knee. Lovely. So you're just getting into that hip joint. Lovely. And then just slowly take that foot back down to meet the left. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, bend the leg off center. Nice, guys. Breathe. Squaring off the hip. Just circle out that left knee. Really nice. Just oiling up the joints. And then inhale. Let's square off the hips. So the hips are in neutral. Send the left leg back. And then slowly on the exhale, plant it back down to meet the right. Steady breath in. And a steady breath out. Let's slowly walk the hand back to meet the feet at the back of the mat. Take a nice forward fold. When you get there, just grabbing opposite elbows, letting head be heavy, letting neck be long. Breathe, breathe, breathe. So where could you do a little bit less maybe? Breathe, breathe, breathe. So notice again where you're holding on, where you're gripping, where you could do a little bit less. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then slowly releasing the arms and just interlace the hands behind you and then broaden through the collarbones again. Keep the head nice and heavy, but just finding that space for the shoulders to kiss at the back. Keeping that head nice and heavy, keeping the neck nice and long. There's always places in the body that we're holding on to, and this is your chance to scan the body and see where you could let go a little bit. Lovely, guys. Slowly release the arms towards the floor and just walk the hands forward in space for me, coming to a plank position. Now take the legs wide from here. Take them just wider than the mat. Take the left hand underneath the face and the right hand to the lower back. Now keep the hips at neutral here. Keep breathing, breathing, breathing. Lovely. And then slowly release right hand underneath the face. Left hand, palm rotate up to the lower back. That left hip's going to try and yawn open. See if you can keep it at neutral. Breathe. And then slowly release, send sit bones high, coming all the way back to a wide-legged downward facing dog. Take the feet back to hip width distance and then take a steady breath in. Bottom of your exhale, bend through the knees, glance forward, step or float to the top of the mat. Take another forward fold when you get there. Let the head be heavy, let the neck be long. Where could you do a little bit less? Just sway from side to side. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Lovely, guys. Now slowly take the hands to the hips for me and start to encourage the knees up into the thighs and then start to lengthen through the crown of the head. You've got a nice long spine. So you're feeling the legs kind of lengthen. You don't want to lock out the legs because you lock out energy. So you just want to feel a little bit of lengthen. Now grow through the crown of the head. Shoulder heads pull back, rooting down through the feet to rise you all the way up. So you really tether through the feet to lift the upper body up to stand. All it is standing, but it's just a lot in there. So roll the shoulders up, back and down. You'll feel that rooting down sensation through the feet and that growing through the crown of the head. Tucking the pelvis in slightly, nice and strong like mountains. Well, like beautiful, majestic mountains. Keeping the eyes closed. And now just roll into the balls of the feet for me. And then into the heels. And then into the balls of the feet. Keep the eyes closed, let the other senses figure out what's going on. Give the sight a little bit of a break. And then roll into the left foot and then to the right. Lovely, guys. Just let the other senses do the work for a minute. Lovely. And let those movements become smaller and smaller and then just come to stillness. And notice the energy. Notice your aliveness that's moving through the body. Breathe into that. Lean into that. Lean into those sensations. Lovely. And then slowly crack open into the eyes. Rooting down through the feet. Let's inhale. Reach the hands all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, bend at the elbows. A little bit of a back bend. Inhale, reaching hands up. Lengthen through the sideways. Exhale, big juicy circle with the arms. Lengthen as you fold the body over the legs. Really nice, guys. Inhale, glancing out, flat back. Exhale, plant through the palms. Step the right foot back, followed by the left foot in your plank. Lovely, guys. Shift the weight forward. Bend the elbows 90 degrees. Keep the crown of the head following line of the spine. Push the earth away, come back to your plank. And then slowly on the exhale, send it back. Downward facing dog. Nice steady breath in. And a steady breath out. Really nice, guys. Come to the balls of the feet. Tuck the tailbone round and roll. Wave it the whole way forward. No chaturanga. Shoulders down the back. Chin to chest, navel to spine. Wave it the whole way back. Downward facing dog. 3 cycles of breath in. Make each breath count. Steady the breath and notice the quality of the breath. Notice where you're at. Really nice, guys. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Bottom of your next exhale. Think light thoughts. Glance forward. Step or float to the top of the mat. Really nice, guys. Inhale, hands to shins. Flat back. Exhale, fold it in with the breath. Root down through the feet to rise up. Inhaling, inhaling, inhaling. Looking up, seeing thumbs. Exhale, bend at the elbow, broaden through the collarbones. Keep it moving. Inhale, rise hands high. Exhale, hinge at the hips, lengthen as you fold. Really lovely. Inhale, glancing out. Exhale, plant through the palms, step left foot back, followed by the right in your plank. Shift the weight forward, bend elbows 90 degrees, hug the elbows in, push the other way, send it back. Really nice. Now lower again for me, lower it down, lovely. And then lift it up, lovely. And then send sit bones high, coming all the way back, downward facing dog. 2 cycles of breath. Make each breath count. Really lovely, guys. Beautiful. And then bottom of your next exhale, bend through the knees, glance forward, step, step or float to the top of the mat. Really nice. Inhale, glancing out. Exhale, fold it in. Really nice. Rooting down to rise up. Inhaling, inhaling, inhaling. Looking up, watching palms touch. Exhale, bend at the elbows, lead with the heart. Inhale, rise hands high. Exhale, let's keep it moving. Let's swan dive it down. Lovely. With your breath. Inhale, glancing out. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back. Lovely, guys. Now shift the weight forward and lower. And this time, roll through the toes. Melt shoulder blades away from the ears. Lovely. Grow through the crown of the head. And then take the chin to the chest, navel to spine. Downward facing dog. Really nice, guys. 2 cycles of breath. Bottom of the exhale. Next exhale. Bend through the knees, glance forward. Step, step or float to the top of the mat. Lovely. Keep it moving. Inhale, glancing out. Exhale, folding in. Really nice, guys. Rooting down to rise up. Inhaling, inhaling. Looking up, watching palms touch. Exhale, draw the hands to heart center, closing into the eyes. Physically feel the heart beating, blood pumping. Notice how you feel. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Where's the breath? Invite it back. If your mind's taking you out of the room you're in, just invite it back. Interrupt the mind with your awareness. Your mind's going to want to go to many different places. That's just what the thinking mind does. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Lovely. Where are you carrying energy? Where could you let go a little bit? Lovely. Crack open into the eyes. Feet are hip width distance. Send the sit bones back. Find your chair. Extend the arms alongside the ears if that feels good. Weight into the heels. Draw up through quads so kneecaps lift up. So you're energizing through the thighs. Really nice. If it feels too much on the arms, and just take the hands to heart center. Now really spark up the fingertips. Just check in with your toes. Make sure you can see them poking out just beyond your knees. Really nice. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Energize through the palms. Spark up the fingertips. Really nice. Maybe take the sit bones a little bit lower. See what feels good for you. Really lovely, guys. One more breath. And then exhale, let's lengthen and fold, and just interlace the hands behind you as you do so. Broaden through the collarbones again. Let the head be heavy. And then slowly release the arms down. Really nice. Inhale, find length through the spine, glancing out. Exhale, plant through the palms. Step it back, jump it back. Option to take a vinyasa, option to go straight to your down dog. See what feels good for you this morning. We're in different bodies every single day. Really nice. And then wave it all the way back. Downward facing dog. Really nice, guys. Let's inhale the right leg up and back behind you. Inhaling, inhaling. Exhale, bend that leg off center for me like we did at the beginning. Now this time take the left hand halfway back down the mat. That's an option. Option to take the left hand to the base of the lower back, palm rotating up like we did in the plank. If you feel ready, then let's see if I can demo this today. See if you can take hold of that right foot with the left hand. Have a little play. Get a nice little quad stretch. Go easy. It's not easy, it's a challenge. Now the trick is here to check in with your breath. The trick is to keep the breath when you're challenging yourself. That's the trick. So if you're holding it and you're holding your breath, then back out. Your body's cueing you to back out. Really nice, guys. Slowly release wherever you are. You're like, Rosie, being evil this morning. Wave it the whole way forward. Balls of the feet, tuck the tailbone round and roll. Wave it all the way forward. Shoulders down the back. Chin to chest, navel to spine. Waving it back where there's right, there's left on the face. So really nice. Inhale, left leg up and back. Lovely. Now bend that leg off center. Shoulders square from the top of the mat. Right hand comes halfway back in space. Maybe you have a play. Start by taking the hand to the lower spine, to the base of the spine, palm rotating out. Then maybe have a play with grabbing the foot. You don't have to come here. You don't have to do any of it. You could sit in child's pose. Intelligent yoga is knowing what you need this morning. And you will wobble, you will fall. This isn't an easy place to come. But the whole play, have a little play, be playful. Think of what your children do. Lovely. Lovely, guys. Really gorgeous. And then slowly release wherever you are. Just take a beat in child's pose. So just drop the knees to the floor for me. Well done. No Christmas trees came down at home. You aced it. Really nice. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Now drop it and drop into the breath. Rock the forehead from side to side. Notice how your mind is talking to you after doing poses like that. Where is it trying to take you? Is it being nice? Just make sure that it is. Notice if it's being slightly critical. Just bring yourself back to you. It's just time for you. That's all this is. Plant through the palms, tucking through toes, sending sit bones high, coming all the way back, downward facing dog. Now steady breath in and a steady breath out. Let's inhale, right leg up and back behind you. Inhaling, inhaling, lovely. Now bend that leg off center for me, really nice. Now shift the weight forward slightly. Let that leg become heavier and heavier. And then slowly flip your dog, find your wild thing for me. Knife edge of the left foot, ball of the right, stretch through the core, stretch through the heart, let the head go. Be big, broaden through the collarbones, heavy head, light heart, really lovely, guys. And then on the next exhale, plant that right hand down, and on the inhale, send the right leg up and back behind you. Really nice, guys. Exhale, let's shift the weight forward, take the knee to the nose, dome the upper back. And then tap the knee to the floor, and then lift it up, use the core, tap it down, and lift, tap it down, and lift, lovely guys, tap it down, and lift, lovely, tap it down, and lift, one more time, tap it down, and lift, glance forward, step the right foot towards the right thumb. Now tether through the feet, and draw the arms alongside the body like wings. Grow through the crown of the head, stay low, spark up the fingertips, breathe, 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 really nice guys. Now root down through the feet, rising you all the way up, find that high lunge. Shoulder blades melt down the back. Now take the hands to the hips for a second and just make sure that right hip's not tracking forwards too much. Lengthen tailbone towards the floor and then reach the hands high, really nice. Now inhale, reach it up. Exhale, let's take the arms forward, push the air away from you. It needs to earth then, but you're rising up, inhale. Exhale, push away any neggy energy, don't need any more. Inhale, any relatives annoying you, then start to imagine those, push them away, lovely. Inhale, rising up. Exhaling, lovely guys, with the breath. Inhale. Exhaling, lovely. Inhale, rise it up. Exhaling, lovely. One more, inhale. Exhaling, lovely. Inhale, reach the hands high. Pausing here. Reaching, 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 sparking up the fingertips, and then start to lower that back knee down, and then lift it up. Lovely, nice and easy, lower, and lift. Lovely, keep the spine nice and long, lower, and lift, you got it, lower, and lift. Now slowly, draw hands to heart center, and pick it up, find your third warrior, warrior three, really nice. We won't be hanging out here too long, don't worry. Just make sure you're wrapping that left hip down. It's going to want to yawn open. Lovely. And then just take the hands to the floor for me. So we're coming into a supported warrior three. So the palms are walking out slightly, making sure those right toes are at 12 o'clock. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you bend through that left knee. Maybe you use the right hand to grab that foot. So you're in that little bind again. So you're coming into a little quad stretch. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Stay with the breath. Wherever you are, maybe you start to send yourself up. You look up, you go up, you find a little balance. Maybe you stay as you are. See what feels good? Again, there's no hierarchy. We're just playing. We're just having a little wriggle on our mats. That's all we're doing. Really lovely, guys. And then slowly release wherever you are, nice and easy. Plant the palms to the floor, just stepping that left leg back. Lovely. And then I want you to inhale the right hand all the way up. We're just neutralizing the spine. Really nice. And then just look down, roll to the nice edge of the left foot and stack the right foot on top. A little bit of space between the heels coming into Vashisthasana. So you're picking up through the left side body. You're contracting the left side body, expanding the right. Now extend that right arm alongside the ear. Maybe bow through the side body. See what feels good for you. See what calls your name. Really lovely, guys. And then slowly, let's rotate the right forearm to the floor. And then pick up the left hand. Little bit of space between the heels. And then extend that left arm alongside the ear. Again, bow through the side body. And then slowly take the left forearm down, coming into a forearm plank. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Maybe shift the weight forwards and back, forwards and back. And just check in with the hips. It's really tempting to lift them up too high or stack them too low. You just want them to be completely neutral. And again, grow through the crown of the head. We don't want to crane the neck or jut the chin out. Lovely. Just play and then pause here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly lower the pelvis down. Find a nice little Sphinx pose. Spread through the fingers. Melt shoulders down the back. Close into the eyes a little bit. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Lovely. And then slowly start to bend through the knees. Maybe encourage the heels towards the sit bones. Look up. So you're just coming into the back again a little bit. Tiny baby back bend. Lovely. Maybe take it further. Take the hands wide. Find your seal with the hands lifted. Lovely. And just meet yourself where you are. Really nice. And then slowly lower everything down. Take the hands wide for me and just draw the left heel in towards the left sit bone. And then just take the right side of the head and the temple to the floor and just roll that foot to the outside of the mat, so the right side of the mat. Maybe inhale, lift the left hand up, shoulder blades squeeze together at the back. Lovely, guys. Again, just opening up the front body, expanding through the collarbones. Lovely, and then slowly take it back down to the floor, and then just take it to the other side for me. Nice and easy, drawing the right heel in, and then rolling the body open. Try not to overthink it, just come to the ball of that right foot, left side of the head and the temple down. Only lift that right hand up if it feels available to you. If it doesn't, then just keep it as it is. And just check in with your breath wherever you are. Lovely, and then slowly release. Let's take it all the way back down. Lovely, just take the palms underneath the shoulders for me. Tuck through the toes so the kneecaps lift up, and encourage the elbows in towards the midline. Take an inhale. Exhale, push the earth away from you. Inhale here, and then exhale, send sit bones high. Coming back, downward facing dog, like nothing ever happened. Look, you do anything, that way you are. Really nice. Steady breath in, steady breath out. Option to take a vinyasa, option to stay where you are, option to come to the knees if you need to. See what feels good for you. See what feels available. Really nice. So shift the weight forward. And then coming all the way back. Lovely. And then coming all the way back. Meeting in downward facing dog. Nice steady breath in. And a steady breath out. Really lovely, guys. Let's inhale the left leg up and back behind you. Inhaling, inhaling. Really lovely. Now shift the weight forward ever so slightly. Bend the leg off center. Really nice. And now let that leg become heavier and heavier until you flip your dog. Find your wild thing. Lovely, guys. Stretch through the core. Let the head go. Be big. Lift up through the hips. So you're engaging the gluteal muscle slightly. Really nice. Now let the head go. Let the head completely go. Lovely, guys. Really nice. One more cycle of breath. Take a big inhale and then exhale. Plant that left hand down and inhale, right leg up and back behind you like nothing ever happened. Exhale, let's track shoulders over wrists. Dome the upper back. Hug the knee to the nose. Give it a squeeze. Lovely. Now tap the knee to the floor and then use the core to lift it up. Like your mat super hot. Tap it down and lift. Tap it down and lift. Tap it down and lift. You got it. Tap it down and lift. Now glance forward, step that foot in between the hands a little bit closer to that left thumb. Really nice. Now energize that back leg. Remember, you've got a back leg too. So you're using that energy. Engage the inner thighs. Draw the arms alongside the body like wings. Stay low. Grow through the crown of the head. Using those tummy muscles in and up. Spark up the fingertips. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then tether through the feet on the inhale. Rise all the way up. Spark up the fingertips, stay for the exhale, melt shoulders down the back. Now take the hands to the hips, hug that left hip back in space for me, lengthen tailbone towards the floor. So at any point in your practice, you can use your hands to just check in with your alignment. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Now take a big inhale, and then exhale, take the weight forward with the palms, really nice. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, so you can bend through the back knee as you come down. Inhale, rising up. Exhaling, taking it forward. Lovely. With the breath. Inhale. Exhaling. So the body loves this. The body loves to move in unison with the breath. So just let yourself enjoy it. Try not to overthink it. Just be with that motion of the breath, that rhythm of your breath. It's almost oceanic. Really nice. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely, guys. Inhale. You're like beautiful waves. Exhaling. Lovely. One more big breath in there. Reach the hands high now. Spark up the fingertips and then lower that back knee down. Lovely. And then lift it up. Lovely. Lower. And then lift. Lovely. Nice long spines. Lower. And lift. Lower. And lift. Lovely, guys. Let's take the hands to the heart center. Weight into that left leg. And just think light thoughts. Send the weight into that foot. So you're really rooting down through all 4 points of that standing leg. The toes are tracking the eye of that left knee. You're growing through the crown and head. I'm kind of almost hitting the wall now. Really nice. And then just make sure that right hip is tracking down. Really energize through that right foot. And don't lengthen too much through that left leg. Don't lock it out. You want a little micro bend. And then slowly take the hands to the floor. You're in your supported warrior 3. Lovely. Really nice, guys. Option here to bend through that right leg. And take hold of it with the left hand. Little bit of a quad stretch. Option to fly. If you look up, you go up. I like to take my hand to my chest when I do this. Spark up the fingertips. Feel that line of energy. Or just to keep it low. See what feels good. Lovely, guys. Maybe you fly, maybe you don't. A lot on that left leg. And then super slowly release, guys. Let's come to frame that front foot. You're in a runner's lunge. That nothing ever happens. Lovely. Plant that right hand down. Energize the back leg as you lift the left arm high. Spark up the fingertips. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Notice how you feel. And then glance down to that right hand. Line bend the right foot. Step the left foot on top of the right. Little bit of space between the heels. Vashisthasana. Now pick up through the side waist. Shaking is good. Shaking is really good. Really nice. Now extend that arm alongside the hip. Bow through the side body. Stretch through the side waist. Feels so good. Remember, you're not going to be here forever. This isn't your whole life. This is just a side plank. Really nice. And then super slowly take that left forearm down. Let's take it to the other side. Nice edge of that left foot. Now pick up through the hips. A little bit of space between the heels. Spark up the fingertips. Bow through the side body. Feel big. So contract through that left side body. Expand through the right. And then slowly take that forearm to the arm. And this time we just want you to slowly walk the feet in. And just imagine I'm pushing my palms between your shoulders. And you're gazing towards the thighs, coming into your dolphin. Nice and easy. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Stay with the breath. It's intense, this one. Notice the breath. Notice the thinking mind. Just play with the body. Notice how it feels. Lovely. 2 more cycles of breath. Lovely. And then slowly walk the hands back, coming to that forearm plank again. So, sorry, feet back. Sorry, that was my bad, Terry. I'm just listening so well. Really nice. And then slowly, let's just lower the pelvis down, coming to that sphinx pose again. Breathe, 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 broadening through the collarbones. And then this time, just take the right palm on top of the left and just encourage the elbows forward and take the forehead towards the palm. That's yoga pose in the book. So feeling the points of contact on the earth, feeling the breath moving through the body now. And notice how the breath is moving. Without any judgment, just notice. It's a very soothing, nurturing place to come, just lying on our front. So again, where are you gripping? You can probably feel it in the body now. Where is the emotional body trying to hold on to the physical body? It resonates in our physicality quite a lot. So just interrupt the mind with your awareness again. Just create a little bit more space between each thought that you might be having. Remember, the practice is inviting yourself back. It isn't having a clear mind. It's inviting yourself back. Every time the mind runs away, just coming back. Notice the quality of your breath. Feel the heart beating, the blood pumping. Just notice your aliveness, notice your body. And then super slowly start to draw your awareness back to the physical body if your mind's run away, and bring the palms underneath the shoulders for me again. Tuck through the toes so the kneecaps lift up. Hug the navel towards the spine. On the inhale, lift in one straight line to a plank position, and on the exhale, send the sit bones high, coming all the way back. Downward facing dog. Nice steady breath in and a steady breath out. Slowly walk the feet to meet the hands for me at the top of the mat. Take a forward fold. When you get there, just cradling the body now, ragdolling the body, just letting go of any stuck energy. Lovely, guys. Where could you do less? Lovely. And then take a big inhale. And then opening the mouth, poke the tongue out. Exhale, lion's breath out. Really nice. Inhaling, filling up. Opening the mouth, poke the tongue out, lion's breath out. Really nice. One more of those. Big breath in, filling up. Opening the mouth, lion's breath out. Lovely. Let it go. Really nice. Releasing the arms. And then taking the hands to the hips, finding a flat back, glancing out, rooting down through the feet. So growing through the crown of the head, broadening through the collarbones, feeling into that. Take a steady breath in. Exhale, and then inhale, lead with the crown of the head to rise you all the way up to a standing position. Really nice, guys. Let's inhale, reach the hands all the way up towards the sky, and then send the sit bones back. Find another chair. So taking the feet to hip width distance for me. Actually, I'm lying. Bring big toe bones to touch this time. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then slowly draw the hands to heart center. Let's twist the left elbow outside the right knee. Find a little twist in your chair. Now, you really want to encourage that right shoulder blade down the back. You want to keep the knees in line with each other. They're going to want to track, that left one's going to want to track forward. So just check in with that. Breathe here. Every inhale, you really want to find length through the crown of the head, lengthening through the spine. Every exhale, maybe you twist a little bit deeper, maybe you gaze over that right shoulder a little bit more. Now listen up, I want you to root down through that right foot. Maybe you pick up that left leg, find a little balance. So just pick up the leg, and then maybe slowly extend it back, nice and easy. So look at that, you just found your twisted lunge. Get there however way feels good for you. Don't worry if you fall. This isn't Cirque du Soleil, it's yoga. So just find a place that feels good for you. And remember, keep finding length through that spine. That crown of the head is pulling you, and you're really feeling that left heel firing back. So you're hugging that left thigh up. Really nice, guys. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Lovely. Now root down through the feet for me. We're going to inhale, inhale, rise all the way up. Lovely. Find a high lunge. Now just extend through that front leg for me. Keep the hands nice and high. There's a lot of work on that right leg. And then take the leg back again so that the thigh is parallel towards the earth. Lovely. Take an inhale. Exhale, root down through the feet and drive that left knee up towards you. Now give it a squeeze, grow through the crown of the head. Lovely. Just circle out that left foot for me. And then just start to draw the left knee towards the right knee. So you take that left ankle with the left hand. You guys know what's coming. Inhale, reach the right hand up, and then kick that left shin bone back in space. Kick the foot into the hand. Find your beautiful dancers. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Really lovely, guys. So you want to try and keep the hips square here, and you only take the torso down once you've kicked the foot into the hand as much as you possibly can. Really nice. Beautiful, guys. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Lovely. Lovely. Don't worry if you fall. The more we fall, the more we learn. Beautiful, Gem. Lovely. And then slowly release. Come to stand at the top of your mat. Really nice, guys. Let's inhale, reach the hands high. Sharp exhale, let it go. Really nice. Inhale, reach it up. Sharp exhale, let's get the energy. Lovely. Inhale, reach it up. Sharp exhale, let it go. Beautiful. No relatives annoying us now. Inhale, reaching up. Sharp exhale, let it go. Really nice. Now come back to the natural rhythm of the breath. One hand to the heart space, one hand to the lower belly. Just breathe. Notice any shifts, any changes. Notice your aliveness. Notice everything that's moving underneath the skin, in and around the breath. Notice it. How amazing you are. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Lovely. And then crack open into the eyes. Let's inhale. reach the hands high, lovely. And then heel toe, the big toe bones to touch. Start to take that seat again, really nice. Drawing up through quads, kneecaps are lifted, weights in the heels. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Lovely, guys. And then slowly, let's take that twist, hands to heart center, and put the right elbow outside the left knee, sending sit bones back. Find length through the crown of the head. Really nice. So finding length through that spine. Every inhale, create that length. Every exhale, maybe you rotate the body a little bit deeper. Again, meet yourself where you are. This isn't easy. Lovely. Now root down through that left foot. Maybe you pick up the right leg. So you're really engaging that left gluteal muscle. And then you slowly, slowly send it back in slow motion until you're in a twisted lunge. Really nice. We're engaging the inner thighs and you're melting that left shoulder down the back. Really nice. It's very neutralizing for the spine. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You know you're not here forever. Just the yoga pose. Lovely. Really nice. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then slowly, I want you to root down through the feet, tether through the feet to unravel the twist and inhale the hands high. Find your victory arms, spark up the fingertips. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Really lovely, guys. Staying with that. Lovely. And then slowly drawing hands to heart center, rooting down through that left foot to drive that right leg up. Give it a nice squeeze. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And again, you don't want to lean back too much. You want to grow through the crown of the head. So you're finding length through the spine in this pose, and then take the right hand to the right ankle, knee bones to touch, micro bend the left knee, just check that the toes are tracking the eye of that left knee, they're not splaying out. Lovely, mine tend to do that, and I feel like a lot of people do that to give them a bit more balance. And then start to send the shin bone back, so kick, kick, kick the foot into the hand, kick, 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 and when you can't kick anymore, then start to lower a little bit, and make sure that right hip isn't yawning open too much. See how mine is? I'm just going to wrap it down. You wrap it down, you square it off, neutralize the hips. Lovely, guys. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Lovely. Notice where you're at without judgment. Beautiful, guys. And then slowly release. Come to stand at the top of the mat. Inhale, reach hands up. Sharp exhale, let it go. Really nice. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, take it down. Really nice. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let it go. Lovely. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, let it go. Really nice, guys. Heel toe the feet wider than the hips. Toes track out. And slowly start to lower like you're sliding down a wall. Coming into the Lasana yogic squat. Grab a little pop if you need to. Nice long spines here, guys. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Lovely. And close into the eyes. Sit with the fire. Notice how you feel. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Lovely, just stay with that. And then super slowly crack open into the eyes, take the sit bones to the floor and just extend the legs in front of you for me, flexing through the feet, just countering all those back bends. We're going to inhale, reaching hands up, exhale, hinging at the hips and not the waist, start to lengthen as you fold the body over the legs, really nice. Inhale, find length, exhaling, folding in. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, folding in. So you're finding length with the breath. Inhaling, creating space. Exhaling, folding in. Really nice, guys. Inhaling. Exhaling. Really nice. Where could you do a little bit less? Where are you gripping? Check in. Keeping the eyes nice and closed. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Keeping the toes nice and flexed, so the toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. One of the most important poses in the book, so good for you. So just be in the pose, be in the body. Mind's going to try and take you away. And then nice and easy, slowly start to walk the hands back up grow through the crown of the head, palms rotate up, and just using your tummy muscles as little brakes as you slowly manipulate the spine all the way down towards the floor, nice and easy, super slowly, like a little string of pearls or shell necklace if you're me, not really a pearl person, really nice, and then come all the way down towards the floor, melt the shoulders down the back, and then just hug the right knee into the chest, really nice guys, and then like you did at the beginning of practice, let's just drive that right leg up towards the sky, interlace the hand behind that right thigh, spread through the toes, ball of the foot rises up towards the sky. Really nice. Now every inhale again, draw that leg maybe a little bit closer towards you, just check in with that hamstring. And then slowly release the palms, rotating down alongside the hips. And then just pick up that left leg, hover an inch or so above the earth for me. Now slowly lower right leg down to meet the left. And then inhale, lift it back up. You thought I was done with you, didn't I? Left, right, lower right leg to meet left. And then inhale it up, lower and lift. Say good morning to your lovely abs. Lower and lift, lower and lift. Now pause, lowering the right leg towards the left. Take an inhale, exhale, big breath in, exhale. I know this is a lot. Big breath in, and then exhale, lower both feet towards the floor. Lovely. Feel the residue of that in the lower belly, in the core. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Lovely. Notice the thinking mind. And then hug the left knee into the chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. This is a half hug. Really nice. And then interlace the hands behind that left thigh. Spread through the toes. Drive the ball of that foot up towards the sky like you're wearing nice high heels. And then melt the shoulders down back. Encourage them down. Every inhale, draw the left leg a little bit closer. Every exhale, soften a little bit. Inhale, drawing it in. Exhaling, soften, really nice. So you're creating space in that hamstring, just letting it breathe. And just imagine the breath going there. So that really helps. Again, that's that yoking, connecting mind and body. Really important. Lovely. And then slowly release the palms, rotating down alongside the hips. And just pick up the right leg, hover an inch or so above the earth. We're going to lower the left leg down to meet the right. And then inhale it up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Lovely. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now pause here. Steady the breath in. Exhale. So the feet are hovering an inch above the mat. Exhaling. Inhaling. You got it. And then exhale, lower everything down. Letting the limbs drop out. Dropping now into your final resting pose, Shavasana. So letting the limbs drop away from the midline of the body, letting the shoulders melt down the back. And just breathe. So notice the breath. Grab any layers at home if you need them. And feeling points of contact on the earth. Softening through the face. Softening the jaw. Notice again where you're gripping. Now soften through the neck, shoulder heads, all the way down the spine, relaxing every muscle, tissue, ligament, and bone. Just notice how the body feels. So release control of the breath. Let the body breathe you now. So you've just done a lot of work. And now the work's going to be done on you. And it's done in stillness. Just be as opposed to do. Slowly start to deepen the breath. Just invite some spaciousness back into the way that you're breathing. And start to invite some movement back into the body, maybe wiggle fingers and toes. And then extend the arms alongside the ears. Take a full body stretch. Feeling that length through the side waist space that you created. And then slowly hug knees into the chest. Give yourself a big, big squeeze, forehead to knees. Big, big hug. You 100% deserve it. And then just roll to the right side of the body. Feeling points of contact on the earth and just reminding yourself that you get to begin again. You always get to begin again. And again, just cradling yourself with your breath. Feeling the residue of your practice in the body. And then in your own time, with your eyes closed, to a soft gaze, just start to lead yourself up to find a comfortable seated position in your very own time, so no rush. And then notice the mechanism of that work to pull the body upright. And then just closing into the eyes, just placing the palms on top of the knees and just notice the breath again. Notice how it's moving through the physical body. Notice your natural intelligence, just working to keep you alive. Just reminding yourself that when nothing is sure, anything is possible. And slowly start to bring the hands to heart center. Physically feel the heart beating in the chest, the blood pumping. And then bowing chin to chest in gratitude for your body, your good health, your mobility, your practice, and all the teachers that come before you, whatever form they might take. Thank you guys. Namaste. Thank you, legends. Check in with these guys. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Rosie.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care, guys.
Thanks, Rosie. Well done for stepping in.
Bye, my love.
Bye, Rosie.
Yes, bye.
Bye.